Welcome back to another episode of Sip to Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're going to recap practice on August 11th, 2025, and see what the comings and goings are at Ravens practice for today. We have upcoming second preseason game with the Dallas Cowboys coming up, and let's see what the Baltimore Ravens did today to get ready for that preseason game. We'll be covering all the news and notes out of practice today on 2-on-2. Ready, break. All right, first things first, let's get into who actually practiced today. And according to Jess Rebick, DeAndre Hopkins returned to practice today for the Ravens. Who didn't practice? Keith Mitchell because of a groin, Marcus Major, a concussion, Isaiah Likely because of his foot, obviously, Emory Jones still on the NFI with his shoulder, William Kinuku, a linebacker, Jair Alexander, and safety Kyle Hamilton. It'd be imperative to hold Jair and Kyle out till they're 100% healthy because we don't need to see them at all in the preseason. I don't think either one of them is going to play in the preseason as well. Keaton not practicing with the groin. I think we've seen enough of Keaton as well. Marcus Major, his concussion kind of threw a monkey wrench in the plans because now we got to get a bunch of running backs in to actually have running backs for the preseason games. As you can see, Ernest had 18, 19, 20 carries in the preseason game Thursday, which was, I think, the most carries out of anybody in preseason week 1. So we got to find some guys to bring them in just to make carries and get through the game because our top 3 guys, I think we good with Derek, with Justice and Keaton. So we got to find some bodies just to get through these preseason games. And shout out to Owen Wright too, a guy that was on our team practice squad the past couple of years who showed out for Tampa this week. He had about 80 something yards and a couple touchdowns for them as well. But let's keep this thing rolling. Not a ton of updates that came out of practice, but a few, we're going to talk about real quick. This one is from Brian Wacker. He said Lamar had a nifty sidearm to Justice Hill around a blitzing Sanusi Kane a little while ago. And then just now, Devin Leary basically knocked Miles Gaskin over with a screen that was well behind him and with little touch. Now, let's talk about this for a hot second. We're going to talk about all the parties involved in this tweet from Brian. Lamar and his sidearm. We know Lamar has been working on the different arm angles and has become pretty good at throwing the ball at different arm angles and fitting the ball through different windows when guys try to put their arms up, down, left, right, or whatever. So he's gotten very efficient and effective at that with the different arm angles. Justice Hill, we know he's our screen guy, our slow screen guy with a carry every now and again. So he's found his role and has flourished in that role. Sanusi Kane would knock your head off, and I love that for him. Can't wait to see him and Bo Braid in his next preseason game come downhill and just deliver some blows. Devin Leary. What he put on tape Thursday, it was bad, man. It was bad. Very bad. Hopefully he'll have a better showing Saturday, but it didn't look like I'm watching highlights of other NFL teams and they're completing passes. Like all their backups completing passes, and they ain't necessarily throwing bombs, but they completing regular passes. And I don't see our guy completing regular passes, and that bothers me. Now this one is kind of comical. This was another tweet from Brian Wacker as well. It says Tyler Loop made a pair of 28 yarders, field goals that is. Also, Jordan Stout just made one. And I think I saw a tweet from maybe Gianna Hand. It says Jordan Stout's field goal was 30 yards. But we knew Jordan Stout could kick a little bit. But is Jordan Stout the backup kicker? Is that that's the competition now, or is that just playing around? Who knows with the Ravens, but we'll see. And I was impressed with Loop, bouncing back and making his field goal, and then he, went on to make it 11 for 12, like the next practice or the next 2 practices, and just keep stacking, Loop. Keep stacking, Loop. We'll be all right. I think we'll be all right there. Stout, I need you to be more consistent in your punts. I need you to consistently boom punch and not shank 2, then boom 1. Shank 2, then boom 1. Work on it. All right, this next report comes from Jonas Schaefer. He says Malachi Starks just picked off Lamar Jackson's pass in the end zone. He was looking for Keith Kirkwood in the red zone. And then 2 dropbacks later, Marlon Humphreys broke up a sure thing TD pass from Lamar to Zay Flowers in the back of the end zone. There were not a lot of explosives today. So it seems like the defense won the day with Malachi Starks with the interception, then Marlon breaking up this touchdown pass to Zay Flowers. And again, I always say, you just don't want your offense or your defense to consistently dominate every day. You need some up and down from both of them. That gets each side better. That gives each team things to work on. And you just want that great competition to push each other to be better from day to day, because this is what the ones are going to get. They gonna get some reps in the joint practice, and then against each other, they won't see any preseason reps. So they got to make the most out of this time in practice. And this next one, it says Lamar Jackson just ended the 2-minute drill with a 40-yard TD pass to DeAndre Hopkins down the sideline. The Ravens had about 29 seconds left. Lamar trusted that Hopkins would beat Nate Wiggins one-on-one. Hopkins did that, and Wiggins never turned his back. Maybe D-Hop's biggest play in camp, and this is from Jonas Schaefer as well. The trust is there, people, from Lamar and D-Hop. And we always say, even when he's not open, he's open. And it looks like Lamar has really bought into that. And hopefully this carries over into the season. And Wiggins, and he keep going at Wiggins. And I'm telling you, it's only going to make Wiggins better. I know we keep saying Wiggins keep getting beat. It ain't a lot of D-Hops out there. So if D-Hop keep beating him, he ain't going to be facing D-Hops every week. Now, there going to be some guys out there. Now, don't get it twisted. There going to be some guys out there that's better than D-Hop. But more often than not, they ain't going to be D-Hop. And so the more he learns from D-Hop, the better he'll get. And he going to be good for it. So don't let this be a discouragement to you Ravens fans that D-Hop is giving Wiggins the business on a regular basis. All right. I think this type of thing has become a regular appearance. It says, and this is from Jeff Zaribic, Ronnie Stanley's daily post-practice teaching session. He's working with Corey Bullock, who has emerged as a strong candidate to make the 53. Corey played some center in the preseason game and did fairly well. I see Edgar Allen did a video on Corey Bullock that said he will make the 53. While I'm recording this, I'll try to remember to pin that video in the description. I'll try to remember. Not gonna promise you, I'll try to remember. And Ronnie's doing a great job of mentoring guys. I don't know if the after practice sessions are invite only, but there should be about 5 or 6 other guys, maybe more, attending these sessions. 2 that may start. So and y'all know who I'm talking about. But I love to see a veteran taking some young guys under his wing and doing the things that he is doing with them. So salute to you, Ronnie, for not having that mentality of a certain quarterback that they weren't there to help younger guys. Not calling no names. And that'll do it for us today on 8/11/25 as we recap the practice going toward our second preseason game this Saturday with the Dallas Cowboys. And again, we'll be here live streaming that. Join us for the watch party. We had a bunch of fun for the last one Thursday, and make sure you come back for the one this Saturday versus the Cowboys. Like the video, subscribe if you've not done so, hit that bell so you can be notified when the rest of these videos drop. And I appreciate all y'all for making the videos go crazy here lately. Let's keep the momentum rolling. Like the video, share, tell a friend, and come on back, man. Peace, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day.